This is Toni Black, and I'm here at A Day in the Life of Business with Dr. Guillaume. Now, I must ask you, is there a relation to the actor Robert Guillaume?
I'm going to start saying yes to that question. Really, there isn't. I can't lie.
Because it's such an unusual name.
It is. It's popular in France. You know, it's popular in France with French heritage.
Right.
So there is no relation. I wish there was, but there is no relation.
No relation.
No relation.
Well, I do have a question that came from the audience, and one of the questions is your practice pain-free?
I'm going to say yes, it is pain-free. Pain-free, wow, that is it's a difficult question because, I want to say it's comfortable. Let's say it's comfortable dentistry. There's no fear. A lot of pain comes from fear, and if there's understanding, then there's not as much pain. And so, so that's how I answer that. Because of course, if I'm going to pull your tooth, I have to numb you up, and then there's a certain level of discomfort. But do I have patients screaming in my chair? No. There is no screaming in my practice. There is no crying, none of that stuff.
So do you practice sedation at all?
We do sedation. There is sedation in the practice, yes.
Okay.
But the interesting thing is that you'll find that there is no need for sedation if there's more understanding and there's listening and understanding. A lot of the fear in dentistry comes from you, the patient,
right? Not
understanding what's going to happen, why am I getting this, and what is he about to do to me?
Right.
If I explain things to you, in other words, if you go down a dark road and there are no signs, you can't see, it's scary.
Right.
But if it's well lit and you know where you're going, the fear is gone because you know where you're going, you know what's going to happen.
So, in your practice of dentistry, how do you get past the fears of people who have gone through a bad experience and are just saying, no more dentists, I'll just go to my grave with these little pegs that I have left because I'm just afraid of the dentist because of the bad experience? How do you get past those type of thought processes?
80% of my patients come in with that same exact feeling. Okay. What you get is people coming in with bad experiences from childhood or from other bad dentists.
Right.
And that experience came from them not being explained what's going to happen to them, and then the dentist not listening, saying, when you say it hurts, no, it doesn't hurt, you're all right.
Right.
So of course it's not going to be a pleasant experience. Of course you're going to think that every dentist is like that.
Right.
It's just what it is. Right. So what you do with these people is you listen. You sit there and you listen. I have a designated room. Just looks just a desk, a leather chair, a TV, and we sit there and talk. We just sit there and talk. Right. Not in the room.
Right.
We talk. So my mentor always told me you meet the patient before you meet the person before you meet the mouth.
Right, because you probably have a good idea. Once talking to them, you get a good idea of where they are mentally as it relates to your field.
Well, no, but it's more important for your comfort level.
Right.
I'm a stranger.
Right.
I'm going to say something, and I hope it's okay to say this. Okay. But the way I was taught is the mouth is a sexual organ.
Okay.
Okay. So if I go into that sexual organ and you don't know who I am, that's pretty much rape. It's not comfortable. It's not comfortable at all. But if you know who I am, we talk. You know about me, I know about you.
Right.
There's a certain level of comfort there. You're more okay with me going into your mouth.
Right, you're more open, right.
You're more open, it's more comfortable. The whole environment changes. The whole environment changes, so it's a different experience altogether.
Well, thank you for blessing us with your knowledge today, and congratulations on all of your accomplishments.
So
and we loved having you here on the Reality of a Day in the Life of Business.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it.
Well, we look forward to more big, exciting things to come. I mean, are you moving more offices around Atlanta?
We do have another office in Douglasville, but this particular office where I am right now in Buckhead, it's a very, I hate to use the word boutique-ish, but it's one doctor, 5 operatories, 1 hygienist. It's a very personal space. Okay. And I do not have a waiting room full of people because I want to see you. If you're going at 2 o'clock, I want to see you at 2 o'clock. Right. And there's no waiting. There's not. So it's a very different take. It's a very different take on healthcare altogether.
Very good. Well, thank you again for coming out.
Pleasure.
And I hope to see you around very soon.
Oh, thank you so much.
Toni Black, right here with Dr. Guillaume, the #1 dentist in Atlanta with the #1 practice. Right here in A Day in the Life of Business, the actual reality experience.